Howdy, y'all. Thank you for joining us today for this unboxing of Wingspan Asia. This is a 1 to 2 player standalone game, but can also be used as an expansion to expand to either just add more birds or bonus cards or 6 to 7 players. And also speed up the game a little bit if you're playing with 6 to 7 players that way. And I'll show all that. As you can see, all the stuff it adds in here is, like it said, more bonus cards, more birds, more goals to go for because of those birds, some new eggs, dice. I wonder if it's got the nectar. Probably won't have the nectar on there. It's probably just got more dice because of adding for the 6 or 7 players. And then it's got some boards in there. And then it's got this thing, which we'll talk about when we see it. And then a board for the 1 to 2 player spot. And it shows you everything that's included right there. But let's go ahead and take a look at that and see some of these birds and what it adds. I mean, this is a very popular game. Very nice, easy, beautiful game. So we'll see what it adds in here. Alright, so we got the same nice constructed rule books. Oh, actually 3 of them. Oh yeah, the Automa. Where they use the nice linen paper. And you can see here, it says here, a competitive bird collection engine building game. So, and it's got there to set up. Flock mode, which is for if you're playing 6 to 7 players. And then the overview. Oh, I guess I could be on camera there. The 4 actions. So it just goes through the whole rules that if you've already played Wingspan, you already kind of know. It just adds and lets you know the differences there. And then it gives you how the new bird powers work and the end of the round, whatnot. Then it has a nice appendix, which comes in the other one also, where you can look up every single one of those cards, and it should be in here with a better description about what each of them do. And along with the Automa and how to run that Automa. Cool. Alright. What all we got here? Looks like a little holder, probably for the resources and or eggs. We have the new eggs, which are nice bright blood red there. Kind of weird baggie. I'm used to the clear ones, but got some white baggies here full of stuff, which we have. Oh, just felt like there was something still in there. Which we have some more dice. Of course, they don't have the nectar ones on there because that's only for the other expansion, but more dice, I'm assuming, because of the 6 to 7 player. If you're playing it, you're going to need more dice. I don't see any way around that. What's in here? Oh, okay. And then I'll just dump these out. I won't worry about dumping the others out. These are for the 1 and 2 player. I'll leave one of these out and grab one from the other. But it's just some black cubes and half of these yin-yang symbols. And then we've got a white baggie full of the same thing. Just going to grab one of those out so I can show what little bit I do know. Not much without having played it. This looks like just a baggie with some more baggies in it. I'm just curious if they're white or the clears. Oh, they're white baggies. Interesting. Alright. We got some cards which we'll separate out and take a closer look at. We got some score sheets here. Give you a closer look at the score sheets there. It says multiplayer on that side. Then the Automa there. I was checking to see if they were the same throughout. They are. Alright, so this is the 2-player board. You're going to put your stuff down there, like what goals y'all are going for. And then that's where these symbols come in, because when you get... There's going to be a way you're going to get to put these down on here, and you get to put your symbol on there saying you got that, and that means you cannot get that thing again, and it does make it look like you'd be able to do that, but that's, from what I understand, that's not the way it's going to work. They just did this so that you can see underneath there what thing you ought to receive, because from what I understand, if I got that one, white cannot now get that one. They have to come over here and get one of the other ones and whatnot. At least that's what little bit I understand from the quick look at I went through or watched. Here we just have a little spot for the 3. Instead, since they were going with like a smaller compact thing, they didn't give you another tray for your putting your birds on. So they just gave you a little piece of cardboard along with 3 more goals, which are probably hinged around the other stuff. And then, of course, the resources. And then there's the back of the new goals. Do I have that? Okay. Sometimes it's hard to see whether I have it upright or not, just because I'm looking at a small little screen and not seeing anything else. This, I'm not sure what that is. I was going to say, looks like, I'm not sure what that is actually. It's just double-sided. I was thinking it was another bird feeder, but I'm not sure what that is. But we got some more resources, and then we have some victory point goals. These look like they have to do with the 2-player only. Alright, we'll talk about this one now. There's the resources. Probably just the first player marker there. Then it's got the round in for duet mode. And then the round in for flock mode on the card. And the way this works on this 6-7 player, from what I understand, it's actually something I played with in another game. Or no, I didn't play with it. It was I saw it. It was in a Catan Starfarer, sorry. Or Starfarers of Catan, whichever version you're playing. What this does is, what it's doing is, if I'm playing this, let's go with the 7-player. If I'm doing the 7-player, we're going to have this on here. And what this is saying is, if you look on there, it's saying that while the first player's going or black, then yellow/second. So like, it's making it to where 2 players are going at the same time, so that it doesn't add too much extra time. I just feel like that could get real confusing, but that's just kind of a way they decided to throw that in there to where you can add more players, but not feel like it's going to be so long before it gets back around to your turn, because you'll be going still pretty fast. And then they just do the same thing on the 6-player. Seems like a cool way to do it. I haven't tried it yet, though. And it's just, they had it in the other one. It's like just 4 new players to kind of help them. Like just kind of a little cheat sheet of what they should try to do or try to accomplish. And they got it for player A and player B. And I was expecting only 2 boards. I was hoping for a new artwork though. Okay, I was about to say, I was kind of hoping for a new artwork though, because I wasn't really a fan of this one. Even though it does have the nectar on there, and this one doesn't. So it's kind of a shame, because I actually think this is very beautiful. I would like to have been able to use this one, but if I play with the expansion with the nectar, I mean, I guess if you know, it adds a lot of things. I mean, you would have to really know your board. So unfortunately, you can see the nectar one on that one, and then this one's just for the other side. And I'm betting this one is just for the 2-player. But, yep. And then they add this other 2 just because if you're doing a 6 and 7-player, that way you can play with whichever you're doing. All right, let's take a closer look at those new birds and gold cards. All right, let's take a closer look at these cards. These are just the Atama actions, just kind of let you know how the Atama reacts. For a quick reference, so you don't have to keep pulling the little booklet out. Just a quick little nice reference there. I'm not sure if this one is also. I'm assuming it is, because it says round trackers and stuff. But Alright, and we're going to continue with the Atama stuff. It's got 2 Atama gold cards here. If I can get my fingers out of the way. Probably just covering up everything, ain't I? How about that? Let's see, I think that works. We can get a better look at that. Then it's got the Atama actions, which I'm assuming are just for the 2-player little mini game. Or for the, if you're playing it as the 2-player. Alright. Then we have some new gold cards here. We got Winter Feeder, Pellet Dissector, Endangered Species Protector, Wetland Ranger, Forest Ranger, Grassland Ranger, Avian, Theriogenologist, Small Clutch Specialist, Photographer, Cartographer, Anatomist, Forest Population Monitor, Wetland Population Monitor, and Grassland Population Monitor. And sorry, I am kind of looking at these at a weird angle, so makes them a little hard to read. And as you can see, a bunch of new birds. I'm not going to read through each of these. I'll try to stop on each of them just so you can see the beautiful artwork. And then that way, if you see maybe one that looks interesting, you can pause and see what it does. I know my thumb's probably covering up the Wingspan and probably some of the artwork every so often, but it's just the fastest way I can sift through these without making this video be way super long, but be able to show you every bird so you can see if it adds one of the birds you're looking for. I mean, there's already a ton of birds in this game. Like, that's what we need, is more birds. But I love it. I'll add these birds in. They are beautiful. These are the Asian ones. The rook. Saw the spoon-billed sandpiper there. That's kind of cool. Cool. Ending with the zebra dove. Alright. Well, that's a lot of birds to add into that, so we'll get that mixed in. Check it out. See what it's all about. Hopefully I'll let you know if you want to add in Wingspan Asia. For me, just adding into more birds. I like it. I don't know if I'll play the 2-player too much or the 6 or 7 even. Kind of like the game at like 3 or 4. But we'll see and check it out. Thank you for watching and have a great day.